So look further, I will read, then we'll discuss Surah Fatir 35 and Ayah 22. وَمَا يَسْتَوِي الْأَحْيَاءُ وَلَا الْأَمْوَاتُ إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُسْمِعُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ وَمَا أَنْتَ بِمُسْمِعٍ مَنْ فِي الْقُبُورِ. And those who are alive and those who are dead are not equal. Surely Allah can make anyone to listen whom He wills, and you cannot make them listen who are in the graves. People who are dead. Allah first says that life and death, they are not equal. وَمَا يَسْتَوِي الْأَحْيَاءُ وَلَا الْأَمْوَاتُ. And those who are alive and those who are dead are not equal. And before I read amwat ghayru ahya, dead, they are not alive. So we must know what is life and what is death. There are two different people, different surroundings. Once a person is alive and once he is dead. So once he is dead, Allah says, you cannot make them listen who are in the graves. Who are in the graves, can you make them listen? No, people are going to the grave and asking to the grave, the person who is supposed to be in the grave, whether he's in the grave or not, we don't know for sure. We are not even sure that in that grave who is there. There are many graves in the world of people. Are you sure that who's in the grave? Suppose we say this XYZ is in that grave. The amazing thing I've noticed that in this lifetime, people cannot find out the behavior of any individual, even the closest ones. My mother or father or my wife and my children are the most nearest ones to me. They cannot even be exactly sure what type of a person I am. Even my good companions or friends of me cannot exactly describe me in the true sense. So an individual cannot be described by anybody. But now we come to know after so many years that hundreds of years back, there was one man who was a very nice and pious man. He has spent his whole life. We are talking about his life. Allah is not talking about them. Allah is not talking about them. It is we who are describing the minute details of XYZ, thinking that they are near to God. They have attained the bliss in this world. Allah is not describing about them. It is we are describing about them. Day and night they spend their lives for Allah's closeness and everything. So now they have reached God's good pleasure, and they can remove our hurts and our bad feelings, whatever. They can do that, whatever they can do. But once they have died, according to this ayat, Allah says you cannot make them listen who are in the grave. So what we are going there and talking to them and asking them to do certain things for me because they are close, they are dead first of all. They are not alive. So this is very clear ayat that people are going to the graves of various people and thinking that and talking to them and thinking that they will help. How can they? The ayat says no. It says very simple, وَمَا يَسْتَوِي الْأَحْيَاءُ وَلَا الْأَمْوَاتُ. And those who are alive and those who are dead are not equal. Surely Allah can make anyone who listen to whom He wills. And you, the wama anta in Arabic means that, and you means singular, messenger. Be musmi'im man fil qubur. You cannot make them listen who are in the graves. It is referring to the messenger, first of all. That those who are in the graves, even the messenger cannot make them listen. Why? Because when he was alive and he was talking to the living people in his time, the living people listened to the ayat of Muhammad Rasulullah or Allah's ayahs that were revealed to Muhammad Rasulullah, and majority of them rejected, and they were revealed in Arabic. They spoke Arabic language. The majority of the Arabs at that time, he was there, only very few little people believe in Muhammad Rasulullah. In his lifetime, how can you expect in a grave, even Allah says to the messenger, you cannot make them listen who are in the grave. I am talking about lifetime. That Muhammad Rasulullah in his lifetime was not able to make sure that the majority of the people would listen to Muhammad Rasulullah in his lifetime. How many believers he made in his lifetime? Because the guidance is from Allah alone. Because Allah knows the hearts and minds of various people. So how can you expect that in the grave he can make him listen? No, Muhammad Rasulullah cannot also. Those who are in graves. And how can we expect, when he cannot make them listen, how can we expect that they will listen our call? When Muhammad Rasul in his lifetime was not able to, when he was alive and all people were around and he was conveying this message, and majority of them rejected. In Arabic, direct Arabic language, not the matter of language. It is matter of belief. People have ideologies about Arabic language, not the Arabic. Because there are still today the Jews, Arabs, there are still today the Christian Arabs, there are still today the atheist Arabs, or the agnostic Arabs. Arabs are people, human beings. It is not the language that makes you understand the essence of the message of Allah. It is the belief. Remember, it is the belief that makes you understand. It is not the language that giving you the benefit that I can speak Arabic and understand the Quran. No. Otherwise, the whole Arab world would have been Muslims and believers. There are so many Arabs that are not believers. They are rejectors, they are atheists. So look, here it says that you cannot make anybody listen. Remember, the guidance is from Allah. Muhammad Rasulullah was asked again and again the ayahs, you deliver the message. It is for us to guide. It is for us to guide. It is for you to deliver the message. And the message was delivered by him, and Allah guided very few little people in all times. In all time, if you read the Quran, if you read again and again, all the messengers are delivering the message. And most of the messengers, nobody can show me any verse from the Quran that a messenger was sent by Allah to the people and majority of the people listened to his call, to the call of any messenger. It was always, they rejected him, they belied him, they killed him, the messengers. Their personality was killed. They were rejected totally. So this, hallucination that, messengers can make, of course, the miracles they can do, but the fact remains they cannot guide people. Even the Nuh alayhi salam, Lut alayhi salam as the messengers of Allah was not able to guide their own wives. Or Nuh alayhi salam was not able to guide the son. Ibrahim alayhi salam was not able to guide his father. No, there are examples. So how can in the Kaaba, in the Qabur, in the graves, you expect the messenger will listen or he will make people listen? He says you cannot make them listen who are in the graves. Graves, and in real time you cannot make them listen who are dead. It is Allah who always make people to listen. He knows the hearts and minds of people. Even in the graves, Allah can make them listen, or otherwise as such. Allah can make people listen whom He wills. He knows the hearts and minds of the people who intends to take guidance from Allah's ayahs. He make them listen.